Hello gents, this is Coterie MGTOW. We are in the age, gentlemen, of instant gratification, but also an age of highly enhanced organization and efficiency. Many of us work 40 or 60 or 80-hour weeks, but what is the work? It doesn't incorporate our physical bodies, generally, but it burns our minds out. We slam coffee after coffee, pounding away at our desktop, our laptop, slouched in our chair looking into a screen. We are productive, sure. We get a lot done, generally for a nameless, faceless corporation that views us as a commodity. Then we go and gratify ourselves instantly through porn, Netflix, fast food. Everything's moving fast. What do we look for in a woman? I would hazard a guess that in many ways it's a form of respite from this blur. Something to ground us, to anchor us back into the realm of the physical where we can touch that soft, sweet-smelling being, speak with her, kiss her, make love to her. Many of us look for someone supportive, loyal, sexually appealing, someone to look out for, to be our partner, our ally, in the long series of trials and tribulations we call life. A tribe of two. Relationships, I am speaking of exclusive relationships, one woman, one man, these are based on our narcissism, our vanity, our sense of need to create meaning for ourselves and objectively an existence that is likely otherwise meaningless. It stems from the desire to feel needed by someone, something, anything that might give us this sense of purpose. I posit that unlike a woman who perceives you as a commodity, just as your corporation, you pursue money instead. Imagine that both women and money are, for argument's sake, 100% feminine things in and of themselves. Now, this is not to say that the pursuit of them is feminine, quite the contrary, but just that they are, as things, feminine. I ask you this, which one of these will bolster you, and which one will drain you? Which one of these will always be there when you wake up in the morning, and which one of these may leave you at any given moment, completely without warning? Which one of these provides you with the opportunity to acquire tools, toys, things that make you successful and happy, and which of these drains you of such an opportunity? If you have 24 hours in a day, and you plan to sleep 7 hours, that's 17 hours to do as you will. If you allocate 5 hours a day to a woman, she will drain you of the opportunity cost of those 5 hours being spent acquiring money instead. Indeed, it is likely you will spend money on her. My message in this video is simple and general. I will go into depth in the next videos in the Money Over Women series. Your mission is this: override your impulses, acquire money, save it, invest it. Do not spend your money, your time, your energy on a woman that lives by her nature to drain these things from you. That's right. Women drain you. Let us examine the ways that women drain you. Firstly, the most obvious way. They drain you of your sperm. This is not necessarily a bad thing. Most would contend that regular sex is part of a healthy lifestyle. While I personally believe that a man should either be having regular sex or conserving his seed, never masturbating, especially not to porn, this is a choice that will vary by the man. It is not a negative drain necessarily to have sex, but it gives you a clue as to her nature. Let's move to the negative drain forms. It is still in many places traditional that the man pay for a woman's meal or drinks. We live in an age of complete gender equality in the workplace and under the law. Yes, I have heard of the pay gap. That phenomenon where women work lower paying jobs because they opted to, and don't have the balls to ask for raises when working higher paying jobs. But for all intents and purposes, masculinity is still often associated with being a provider, filling that provider role. Women will expect you to drain your money for them. Women also take your time. Energy flows where attention goes. Even in the best scenario, a woman is likely so infatuated with you that she will be blowing up your phone with texts in an attempt to distract you from your work or your hobbies. When she comes over, even if it's just to have sex, it's very likely she greatly desires to quote-unquote connect with you by having hours and hours of conversation and touch. These things are pleasurable, sure, but when it's over, what have you accomplished? What has been done? Except that now you have 5 hours less than you did. I think the most important way women drain you is in their ability to distract you. As a straight male, I've been guilty of this. I am normally a very driven, self-directed man. However, I have become infatuated with women throughout my life several times. And each time it has not only taken the hours of my time spent better elsewhere when I'm around them, but when I attempted to spend time elsewhere, doing other things, pouring my focus into more important efforts, I was distracted, and my mind kept drifting back to her. The quality of whatever I produced suffered as a result because my mind was foggy with lust. I'm 25 years old now, and I can say I've been with enough women, been infatuated with enough women, had feelings for enough women, that in the end, each and every single time, the feelings themselves, the woman is different, the feelings themselves are exactly the same. They are interchangeable. I have this hypothesis that if you took a heterosexual man and a heterosexual woman and you put them together naked into a glass tube and you left them there touching at all points of bodily contact for, say, 3 hours a day, and you had them do that every single day as a science experiment, and then you just left them, no one's observing or anything like that, eventually I guarantee you they would begin to talk. And eventually they'd begin to miss each other when they weren't there. And sooner or later, they'd probably begin to have sex and meet up outside of the tube. I don't know. It's just my intuition. I bet it's true, though. It is quite likely, in my opinion, that love, as we know it, is duplicatable, as well as completely and utterly meaningless. In the end, if you wish to flourish, chase money, not women. After that month, treat it as the world giving you a test, the universe giving you a test to see if your resolve is still strong. When women become more attractive to you as well as attracted to you, the more you wait, the more you transmute your energy into your goals, your passions, and the pursuit of money. As the saying goes, you lose money chasing women, but you will never lose women chasing money. As you become wealthier, women will notice, and you will have access to a premium quality of attractive women you may have not even known was real. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Do not be taken in, gentlemen. They will be more and more beautiful on the outside, but more and more of the same within. Stay tuned for future installments in this series, MGTOW and Money. The videos will cover how to save, how much of your monthly paycheck to save, basic Excel functions useful in creating a budget for yourself, the antidepressant power of monetary discipline, various ways to generate passive income, and how to invest strategically. If you found this video useful, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have a pleasant evening.